Welcome back to Songs of Six. Welcome back. Oh god, what the heck? That was a little freaky. Welcome back to Songs of Six. Don't you just love when these guys rip toots in your ears a lot? Humans have a lot to do when they go to the bathroom. They really do let it go. They let it fly. Welcome back though. Here we are, we're continuing our human city. And as you can see, we're doing fairly well. We're doing pretty good. We still have the beginning of our town here. It's pretty condensed. I think in the future I may open it up, but I'm not quite sure yet. I honestly like this design that I'm going for though. There's only about 20 or 40 people who live outside and kind of spend most of their time out here. So let's go over the north side first, and we'll go over the other sides of the south side next. So first thing I really wanted to do was get an iron mine. I'll show you guys that. But the second thing was the clay pit. So clay and iron ore, or ore, it's just called ore, were the most valuable thing in my opinion to get. So I went and I built this mine clay pit here. I put a little longhouse. We built a warehouse with the janitor next to it. Well, hearth, and we can upgrade that as well. And we have a food stall, shrine, and a speaker. And Jack DF is there talking and telling everybody what to do. This little contained area has enough housing for these guys, but I'll probably have to double it, so I'm going to actually do it while I'm sitting here. So that way we've got double the amount of houses. 20 people should be good for right now. We'll eventually have to expand the food stalls, add other things, and the idea is that I'm trying to keep them out of the noise range. You can see that they're gonna walk through it, but that's basically if they're going through to go to work or something like that. And then we also have this outside road here. There's going to be a change. There's going to be like a little bit of a wooden area here, and then a gatehouse, and then it's going to change over to stone. I think I'm going to have like a little stone. Matter of fact, no, it might just be the gatehouse, kind of like, I don't know how big of a gatehouse I want. I think the bigger the gatehouse, the more health it has. We're doing 3x3s, so we'll do one of these. And then the idea is that this next spot is going to be stone, and it's going to go wider. So we're going to have a wider stone area. You can see our throne is over here. We have training ground, so we have space for about 48 guys to train. Our guys aren't really well trained, and I probably should focus on getting them a little bit better trained. We have 220 guys, so I'm going to do that now. I have a lot of things that I've been meaning to do, but I've been just focused on trying to get more bakeries, better access to technology, more iron, pottery, clay, all of these things, as well as the main problem was our grain supply. Oh god, Jesus, man. Our grain supply. So I had to put a bunch of guys in here to work at the farms. So we have about 16 here and about 16 here, and this is for herbs. I sell herbs at the moment, but I can make rations, and I also have a noble. So I elected a new immigrant, this person, Olora Hawk. She's the headmaster of university, so she can help boost our laboratories, libraries, and paper makers. You can see her skills at 42%. Doesn't seem like from my understanding, having her have a house matters. It doesn't seem to do anything. She will stay with you regardless. I've never seen a noble leave unless they were Argonash, and they were going to leave anyways. Actually, no, I think the Argonash noble stayed, but all the other Argonash left. If you don't keep their standing up, they left. They'll always leave, sorry. The new standing for the Argonash and the Cantors is much easier, though. So to keep them in your city is a lot simpler. So we have this part of town, which is pretty useful. We have the ore mine, and as a matter of fact, I should probably put a couple more guys working here. We have a warehouse matching the other one, and a janitor doing the same thing. Food stall, hearth, well, speaker, and shrine. All of these things are copying that other area, and I'm upgrading them over here now because, of course, they need better services over here. If they're going to have to go further for other services, they may as well get access to the best services available. I meant to put that closer like that so that we can maximize the space. Trying to go for the most space possible. And then basically what I did was I upgraded the bakeries. So I went in here, I focused on getting them the coal production. So we're producing roughly 124 bread per day in each building, and we have 2 of them. So we have one here and we have one here. The shape of this building, I could adjust it, and I probably should. It doesn't really matter though. It's supposed to be, I hadn't realized when I built it that I could have just kept it like one there, because these are the same buildings. So if I copied it, it's the same thing. So technically I can and probably will go back and fix that. But as I said, I'm more interested in keeping good stocks of things like coal. Trying to get better stocks of ore and clay. In my opinion, it's better to keep a lot of stuff like this early on until you get a huge stockpile coming in from your regions. Once you have stuff coming in from the regions, then you want to start having more space for the created resources. That's just how I see it, at least. And even then, I still do have dedicated storage, so a lot of space for iron here. There's no way I'm ever gonna have 9,000 iron, but in the event that I ever did have 9,000 iron, there is space. We have a woodcutter because they're necessary, but I still do clear cut a lot, and it seems to keep us in the red, or in the green. I mean, in the red. No, in the green. We're in the green with the wood here. So that's helping out with the carpenter here. Something that I always do, and I should stop doing, is never ever going for the carpenter upgrade. I think that's one of my biggest flaws there, and I should get the smelter upgrade too. That probably would help. But as we don't have a lot of ore anyways, it's probably not going to matter. But I always skip the carpenter upgrade for some reason, and we need it a lot because all of these buildings have furniture. And eventually you want to give your humans access to some furniture. Oh, looks like these guys are walking across there. No, you're going to walk across that road there, sir. We've got a potter here, as I mentioned. And I haven't decorated this half of town because I just started working on it. So earlier today I did this part and I kind of expanded and got the iron. And then I came back after doing some errands, like Squidward, and then I basically built this clay mining zoning and these stonemasons because this is the slog, in my opinion. This is the bullshit and the monotony early on stuff that I've done a million times, and I just want to get past. I really want to get to the later game stages where you have a huge city and you're not really looking at the resources, you're looking at who you're going to capture and how your armies are looking. Currently, we only have small mercenary type groups, not mercenary, militia type groups. Basically, decently trained guys. They're going to be mobs of peasants. So I'll probably boost this guy up to 150, and then the other group as well. I'll pop up to 150, and then we'll train them. We have to build bigger and better training grounds as well, and you can see I didn't even put roads in here for this lab here. And I still have 12 more spots for scientists here. Eventually we're going to have a science zone, so probably in here somewhere a little bit down the road there's just going to be straight It's gonna be like the libraries of fucking Carthage, or I think it's Carthage. Yeah, one of the big Alexandria, one of those big library places. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be massive. We're gonna have tons of libraries, universities, no schools because schools don't work. If you don't know this, from my understanding, I haven't tested them as of recent, but every time I've ever tried them, let's go to where they are. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Schools, they literally don't work. The babies, the children, they don't go to school. They just spend all their time hanging out, chilling, blabbing, and pushing people over. They do that sometimes. And really, they aren't doing anything good for you. So, just as a heads up, don't waste your time and your resources on schools. I also want to put a little bit of a cheeky bench in there because I see those guys sitting there, but they're not sitting there, just standing. But yeah, schools are a waste of time. Potentially, we'll procreate. We'll have some humans coming in, but it's not really imperative. As you can see, we already have maxed out immigration here, but it only provides a 1 boost. 0.1 is not so bad when you're looking at it as population. Population has a lot of other things that could be boosted, though. Potentially could do this to try to mitigate the problem there. But obviously we have the noble. So the second I got the noble, he immediately fixed that. And the only thing that's slowing us down is our immigrant status. So if we started to get all natives, then that would all go away. Not the hardest thing to do, but we would probably need some like Crotonians working in the fields, grabbing some fruit for us, stuff like that. You can see we're given access to max wood. Nothing else right now, though. We're trying to save up everything else. Our services. This is what I was talking about with the Talapi city. So if you go back, and you check, I had an upgraded food stall and upgraded markets right in the same kind of specific fashion as I have here. And I have 93% on the food stall here. There's 200 guys, 225 guys. I'm missing 25 houses. Or actually 5, because there's the 20 guys who live outside of town. But you could still serve every single person here relatively well. And if I need to, I can just expand this a little bit more. So you can see it's not full. This is not full, and then this one is not full either. So, for example, it might be because a lot of the people who are training are coming over here to get some food, and it's just simply not designed for that. It's designed for a smaller amount of people to claim it. So that's where I get to the point of, if you can try to, once you get past this phase and you don't need this at all, you're just going to want to have one giant food stall, like 2 or 3 giant food stalls. You're not going to need multiple little ones. You want big ones that just serve everybody in an area with all of your services. And what's insane to me is that it happened in the other campaign, Talapi, that I couldn't get my services even past the lowest point. And you can see we don't even have wares here to keep the services up. And they're still not even that unhappy. They're chilling. They are absolutely chilling. Humans are apparently the more difficult race to operate. As of so far, I've had this arrow thing in the positive, and you can see we have immigrants, 47 potential immigrants. I could easily get those guys. I have no concern at all. I'm literally just chilling and having the most fun time playing this game. But then if I was to go back to the Talapi, I'd be like scrounging for meat and trying to fucking dig a hole for cover as the bombs come, because it's hell. It's hell on earth, man. That's it. I don't know. I don't think that Jake has playtested them, unfortunately, and I don't say this as a negative, because I love Jake and I think Jake is an amazing dev and he does a lot. But he kind of does rely on the players to playtest, and the people who do play the Talapi, I don't know if they've complained loud enough, if they do complain at all. I personally have said stuff to him, but I think he's more caught up with the other issues that are occurring in the game. I'm not going to put trees in here yet because I have to copy this torch setup here. You can see we've got torches in the middle. I wanted to go for something a little more unique, something a little bit fancy, a little feng shui, you know? That's what I was going for, at least. But yeah, anyways, all of that blabbing aside, we have some good goals. We have to basically get our cotton supply producing so we can get some fabric going. I may get hunters, as hunters really do produce a lot of the leather so that we could actually get clothing going. But as cotton is pretty easy and we have a lot of grain farms, we could just simply copy these and make them grain farms. Have a couple grain farms, or a couple cotton farms, like 4 of them over here. 16 guys isn't too bad. And then if we put like maybe 20 to weaving and 15 or 10 to tailoring, that'll be about another 50 guys or so. Not too bad, not too bad. That's going to be one of the main goals because we're going to need clothes. We have bread. You can make rations out of just straight bread, which I probably should make actually a ration maker somewhere over here for that reason. And then we also have a brewer. So the brewer is going to be someone I'm going to test out and see. As humans, with this boost that I seem to have all the time of just always being happy, always having good population boosts, I'm going to try to see if I can't get brewer going so we have enough alcohol so we can support some troops morale-wise. On top of a tavern, I'm not positive I can do it, but I'm going to go for it. It's really, really hard. You're going to need thousands and thousands of brews, but as we're basically all about growing grain and turn it into bread, but we're also producing a lot of coal, and I only have 3 charcoalers. I have space for 12. This building is one of the most effective buildings in the entire game, and I hope Jake never changes it because it's really annoying if you have to. Because it's basically this is a mine to the max. Like, I have 3,000 coal, and I'm still in the green there. You can see that we're using 10.34 on the 12 guys per bakery, so that's 24 guys are using coal in the 2 bakeries, and then we have 2.5 in the metal smelter, so not a lot in either of these. So if I needed to, I could just go like that, pop it up, and you'll see it's gonna probably go up to about like 13 per day. Only reason it's not right now is because all of our guys are training. They're currently beating the hell out of these little training dummies. But yeah, I'm excited for the future. I'd like to really get a nice army going and hopefully beat some people up. I haven't shown you guys any battles in a long time. That's one of the things I'm going for here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.